The Ethereum project, probably in June, it may slip into July, is about to accomplish the merge, where we've had Ethereum 1 and Ethereum 2 running simultaneously for quite a while. Ethereum 1 is being renamed the execution chain. Ethereum 2 is being renamed the consensus chain. And the consensus algorithm in Ethereum 1 is going to be excised and replaced by the consensus algorithm from Ethereum 2. And so we're moving from proof of work to proof of stake, which has a lot of benefits. It has scalability benefits and decentralization benefits. It has, I think, a 99.95% reduced carbon footprint, and that's just it's probably better than that, but that's a calculation that one of our engineers did pretty quickly. And so the Ethereum ecosystem is about to accomplish something that I think no other ecosystem or technology has ever done, which is essentially the biggest, like, mind-blowingly large reduction in carbon footprint in, I guess, the history of technology.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and that was Joseph Lubin, one of the founders of Ethereum. And his statement was made at the Australian Blockchain Week. It took place at the end of March and was uploaded today. It's quite remarkable. What is remarkable is that there is a time given, you heard, June or July, to move from proof of work to proof of stake. I think this is much sooner than most of us thought. Secondly, naming the chain to consensus? Really? I thought that this was a decentralized project. Well, that's what we were led to believe, right? And then we hear from Judge Netburn today. I can't wait to share that with you. First, we're going to look at a project that is moving more than 13% in the last 24 hours today. Now, that is significant because the market is severely down. The CEO has been on the channel twice, and I can't wait to show you what he tweeted out. And Bitcoin Lightning Network, is it really a threat to XRP? Well, I think only if you are drinking Maxi Kool-Aid, or you have your head in the sand, or I will give the benefit of the doubt if you are just a victim of misinformation. But we're going to take a look at a little bit of Ripple comment coming out on that. And then I want to show you proof in the pudding of what is on the Strike app FAQ. And also a new bank. Yeah, another one using RippleNet technology, followed by a triple dose of fluff for you today. All right, everybody, let's get going. So this morning, I had a really great 1-hour Zoom chat with my Patreons. A few of them popped in to discuss what's going on in the market. And I had mentioned that I was so surprised that there wasn't a lot of price action coming from the project VID, because Halsey Minor, who is leading that project, has an amazing track record with some huge projects that he's touched have turned into gold, like Salesforce.com, Google Voice, Uphold, CNET, just to name a few. So I was just kind of, feeling a little humble that, oh my gosh, it's, unfortunately that project, even though it has fantastic tech behind it, it's an enterprise solution for the NFT space. It just really hadn't done much. Well, was I wrong? You can see here, even since I did the opening for this video, it has moved from 13% up in the last 24 hours to 17% up, actually almost 18% up. And the reason why is because of this tweet here. Who is ready for a super surprise? Tomorrow, you're all in for a treat. We have a big announcement with a premium entertainment franchise we can't wait to share with you all. The official announcement comes out tomorrow, so keep your eyes and ears open and sit tight. Well, I tell you, I am on pins and needles. And moving right along, maybe some of you saw the tweet that I put out that had the Energizer Bunny versus Tesla, and you wondered, what in the heck is this all about? Well, what this is coming from a tweet that inspired me from Ashish Birla, the general manager of Ripple. And it is all about trying to clear up some misconceptions about comparing the Lightning Network Strike app to the Ripple on-demand liquidity solution that uses the digital asset XRP. You know, swapping just the cryptocurrency part of the solution is like suggesting that General Motors just use the Energizer battery and it's ready to compete with Tesla, as he uses the emoji that is laughing profusely. There's a lot more to consider here. You've got the fiat on and off ramps, and that is no simple task. Finding the integrating reliable receivers for payouts and who to work with your crypto is very difficult. And they have over 20 plus ODL markets now open and are continuing to push on this lead. And Ripple is also building redundancy in these core markets. The regulatory concerns, no surprise that there is going to be a lot of countries where it's taking years for the regulators to get comfortable with crypto. So it's not like this can just leapfrog over Ripple's ODL. And I want to point out a few more things that you might be missing on this. So Jack Mallers was on stage at the Bitcoin 2022. And yes, I agree with you, Jungle Inc., that this is a good thing for adoption. But what I don't like is when he gets up on stage and he doesn't tell the entire truth. Bitcoiners are going to have that SHIT moment. Why? Because they're going to ask, why are there node fees? They're also going to say, why do we have to pre-fund with Bitcoin? And why do the channels need to be restricted? And why can't we settle our fiat cross borders like yen to dollar, for example? If you want to do a serious study on the Lightning Network, hang in there with me just a moment. This is a scholarly paper that was done in January. You can find the link to it in my Twitter. And I understand that some people are just misled by people spreading incorrect information out there. The Strike app is centralized. That is not arguable. It is also pre-funded. The payment channels have to be funded in advance. And also, well, I'll point out in a moment from the Strike app, that just because you pre-fund doesn't mean that it's going to balance properly. This is also a layer 2 solution, which some people might say that doesn't matter, but I guess I think that layer 1 solutions are maybe the best. Also, it's not global. It's not even available in all of the states in the United States. And the node operators, they have fees. They don't do this for free. And the transactions, well, they're not public. So I think these are a few of the facts that most Bitcoiners fail to either see or fail to know. So no, it's not free, and there are drawbacks. I'm on a Bitcoiners site. This is a site that is intended for information to be considered for those who want to operate a payment channel. And there are some significant drawbacks. There's the channel management. If a user makes a lot of payments in a single direction, channels can become unbalanced. Also, there's this inbound liquidity problem where if a user opens up a channel to someone else, all of the funds initially sit on the channel on one side of that channel. You have a channel size, which is all about the restrictions. You have liquidity issues. You have hot wallet issues. This is a security issue. because due to the nature of the Lightning Network, a user Lightning node needs to be online 24/7 to acknowledge and sign transactions back and forth. This means that it is advisable that the users do not lock up large amounts of Bitcoin without taking proper security and backup precautions. And then you have the backup issue. This is where if Bitcoin users will be used to back up their seed phrases and Lightning wallets, it's no different because, people do lose those. So I can just tell you that in choosing a channel operator on the other side, you don't have a trustless solution. You have to really be careful of who you choose to create a payment channel with, because your funds can actually be at risk when somebody closes the channel early. I mean, it's just, this isn't even comparing apples to oranges. And when Mahlers is talking about El Salvador, I just want to make sure that it's clear that no, Strike is not the official app that is endorsed by the government. He might have a lot of downloads in that country, but the company Alpha Point has been chosen as the official technology behind the app for the government called Chivo. And yeah, you can see their announcement here that they're powering the first national BTC wallet. Well, yes, we are going to take a look at what Judge Netburn has said today. But first, I want to show you this, and a quick just thank you for hanging in with me on the Lightning Network rigmarole. I feel as though I am a broken record. I have been putting out lots of information, but still, it just doesn't seem to make a dent. So I do appreciate your patience through that, but I do feel that it's important to get the truth out. All right. Shinhan Bank. This is a bank from South Korea. And they did a deal by way of SBI Japan. And the branches in Japan, which are 10, are going to now use the MoneyTap app, which is built on the RippleNet technology. Now, it's okay to use ODL, the on-demand liquidity, with the digital asset XRP here in Japan, but it's not yet okay in South Korea. We have a Ripple employee who's located in Singapore that's actually trying to lobby the South Korean government to get those changes made. But the rails are being laid down. And the reason why this one is really significant, and I'm talking about why this bank is significant, is because there are approximately 2 million foreigners registered in Japan. 31% are Chinese, followed by 19% of Korean nationality. So there is a great opportunity to do cross-border remittances using the digital asset XRP when the regulations are in place. All right, let's take a look at what Judge Netburn said today. So remember, we have these communications within the SEC that are giving Hinman advice to the speech or the draft that he wrote that he was to deliver about Ethereum and Bitcoin. And we have a very, very important update here. You can see Attorney John Deaton tells us that the SEC is not allowed to redact agency staff communications about edits to the speech, and the edits themselves can't be redacted. So they have so desperately tried to hide this. And the judge is going to review these proposed redactions. Now, here is where it gets really good. If XRP was referenced in any of the 68 drafts or in the commentary, Ripple gets it and XRP wins. This, my friends, makes for a very good day. I can't imagine that within these 68 communications, among all the professionals, nobody mentions XRP. Come on. XRP had to have been mentioned, at the very least, in some commentary. Okay, everybody, I want to share with you some fluff. This is fun. There are three things that are really popular right now in Japan. This is the first one. It is a kiwi flavored banana. How about that? It actually is grown in the Philippines, but it is all the rage right now. And then take a look at this second item. What we have here is a brand new shower head design, and it is more than just something that feels good. It is something that is, through their studies, saving almost half of the water that you normally use in a shower. And why? Well, they found that most people stand in the shower and they wait till their body feels warm before they actually turn off the water. This is to warm your body quicker, so therefore you're using half the amount of water. Very interesting, right? It is a little expensive. It'll set you back to about $2,000 for that new design. And the third item is a book. It's a book that's been updated. Believe it or not, a lot of the young people, when they take a new job, it is up to the company, or they feel tasked to teach the new hires table manners. Yeah, you're actually taught about a lot of manners in big companies. And what they found is that in the last couple of years, with kids not going into the office, that table manners are a big subject of conversation. So the young people are flocking to this book because it really does fill the gap of what big companies have typically done for their new trainees. And I found one particular manner was one that I didn't know. I really work hard on trying to know all the table manners. In fact, all the Japanese manners. And I will tell you that Moon Chaser is also very good with the Japanese manner. But this one was one I didn't know. So here it is. If you have the chopsticks in front of you, as well as a bowl of food, whether it's rice, miso soup, or what have you, what do you pick up first? So is it the correct manner to pick up the chopstick and then the bowl? Or do you do the bowl first and then the chopstick? Or do you do bowl and chopstick together? Well, the answer is you do the bowl first. And the reason being, as explained in this book, is because the bowl is usually made of something precious, whether it's Japanese lacquerware or made of porcelain. So you want to use both hands to pick up your bowl and make sure it's securely positioned before you reach for the chopsticks. So I thought that little detail in manner was interesting. All right, everybody. Yes, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.